It's our favorite time of the week when we let moms vent about parenting issues and everyday mom life. So today we have moms Magda, Jenny, and Rhea. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Coming in. You guys ready to dive in?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool. So Michelle Obama opened up in her new book about suffering miscarriages before having her daughters, which she revealed she conceived via IVF, and she says that she felt like a failed parent and says that she didn't actually know how common miscarriages actually were. So what do you think? Do you agree that miscarriages and fertility issues need to be more normalized?
Oh, totally agree. I actually don't think I realized how common miscarriages were until I had one. And then I started noticing other women on social media opening up about their experiences of loss. And that made me feel less alone. That made me feel like it's should be normalized. It's a normal experience. And in motherhood, we have to be able to talk about the difficult topics, because being a mom, it's not only unicorns and fairy dust. It's real life, and sometimes it's painful.
Yeah.
I think family planning, from fertility concerns all the way up through postpartum depression, or I have postpartum anxiety, I think it's something that generations before us didn't talk about. I'm proud to be part of a wave of mothers who we're talking about it and sharing it with each other. I think it's great celebrities like Tyra Banks, Chrissy Teigen, and now Michelle Obama have all started talking about it, and you make it feel more normal. But I think until we move that conversation to our houses and like our kitchen tables, I think that's when the real change will happen.
Yeah. Rhea, what do you think?
Empathy over sympathy is just so necessary when you're talking about miscarriage and infertility. I experienced a miscarriage, and it was earth-shattering to feel like my body had failed me, and to be part of the secret society that no one ever talks about and no one knows who else is in it. Once we talk about it, socialize it, it makes it more comforting to know that there's someone there. And I found some real deep connections and friendships from reaching out to people that I know are going through IVF or infertility, just to know that I'm there, to listen, to be there in any way that they want me to show up for them.
Yeah, it seems like most people don't even realize that this is such a common thing until someone that they know, whether it's a celebrity or a friend or someone sitting at their table, is talking about it.
Absolutely.
So it's so important. Traveling with kids, especially young kids, it can be a hot topic. Everyone's heard people complain about sitting on flights with kids, and as if it's not hard enough for families. Now get this, airlines are charging for guaranteed seat assignments, which means they basically have to pay to be assured that you'll be seated next to your kids. So what are your thoughts on this, moms?
This hits home for me. Just 2 weeks ago, my husband and I flew with my son to Orlando to take him to Disney for the first time. We paid to upgrade so we can choose our ticket. So we talked to the front desk, and on the way down there, we were fine. We all sat together. But on the way back, we weren't so lucky. I sat with my son, and then my husband had to sit somewhere else. I think that maybe under 14, there should be option like a companion ticket that kid has to be able to sit with an adult. I mean, we have to take our kids on flights. Our kids are people. We can't keep them like locked up. They have to experience things. So I think that, and I don't want a stranger sitting next to my kid, and believe me, you don't want to sit next to my toddler on a flight either.
Yeah, who wants to like have this kid alone?
Right, and if the kid is uncomfortable, like ears are popping or crying, and you're smacking your lips or rolling your eyes, the kid's not being a jerk. Maybe it's you.
Yeah. What do you think, Rhea?
Well, I mean, I know that sitting next to a child, a toddler, on your relaxing vacation may be less than ideal, but for my husband and I, we do a lot of prep, a lot of pep talks, a lot of preparing our snacks and the toys and everything to make sure that our children are not as distracting to other passengers. There's a lot that we do to prepare, so a little kindness and understanding will go a long way from the other passengers around us, to know that we are really trying our best. We're not trying to ruin your vacation, but just a little kindness will go a long
Magda,
way.
what do you think?
I do think that it's on the parents to make sure that their kids are acting respectfully and behave well on the flight. At the same time, it is so hard to control the crying child. And now paying extra to have families with small children sit together, that's just too much. That almost makes me mad. You know, when we fly with our kids and we take international flights about 4 times a year, we always prep. We bring lots of books, stickers, and other activities to make sure that our kids are entertained. But I do have a 1-year-old, and we took him on an international flight, and I did have to walk up and down with up and down the aisle with him because he was just too antsy. He couldn't sit. So I think that my kids are, well behaved on the flights, but always, a little bit of kindness and understanding from co-passengers and flight attendants goes a long way.
Absolutely. I remember my mom said that when I was a baby and she took me on a flight, I was crying. She said I was screaming because my ears hurt. And I always just try to remember that. Like, we've all been babies, we've all been little kids. Our ears have all popped and hurt and we didn't understand it. So it's like, you just have to try to be understanding and just know that everyone's doing the best that they can.
Everyone's doing the best they can. Absolutely.
So actress Leslie Grossman recently issued an apology to Karl Lagerfeld. He's a creative director of Chanel and Fendi, and he made a statement that people in sweats have given up. So Grossman's response was, maybe Karl Lagerfeld didn't have to do drop-off. So my question for you is, sweats as a mom uniform, yay or nay?
Yay!
Unanimous.
Definitely a yay. I think there are unrealistic expectations for women to look a certain way, and that continues well throughout motherhood. To lose the baby weight, to bounce back after childbirth, and it's a struggle in the morning for me to get my daughter to school on time. So for me, that means putting on some sneakers, definitely some sweatpants, my Dodgers hat, running out the door, maybe making it to school on time-ish.
Yeah, and that's a success. It's just about what you do, right? What do you think, Magda?
I honestly think some people just get too worked up about unnecessarily stuff. I think motherhood, mom uniform included, as everything else in life, is about balance. So some days we show up dressed with makeup, and some days we show up in sweats, because when you're a mom and you work at home, you're busy, and some days are really, really hard. That said, I think that a leather jacket, a little bit of lip gloss, and oversized sunglasses make every outfit look fabulous.
What do you think?
I totally have a mom uniform.
Yeah.
If I practice yoga as much as I wore yoga pants, I would be a master yogi by this time. I work out. I wrestle a toddler all day, and I think that counts for something. But I'm busy the moment my feet hit the ground. So I'm about efficiency. So grabbing yoga pants and then also a shirt, it just makes it easy for me. So that's what I do. But I do want to point out that Karl Lagerfeld wears the same thing every day. Do we not want to talk about that? So he should understand the need for a uniform better than anyone.
Yeah. Why do you think people have a problem with people wearing sweats?
I think people sit on their high horse and they want to go to the gym, but how do you know that this Target stop is my first stop? How do you know that I haven't been to a class? I mean, I haven't, but how do you know that?
Yeah, and how do you know that I haven't worked out? So I'm wearing this workout. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Awesome. We love chatting with you about everything. Oh, this is so much fun. All right, guys, big thank you to Magda, Jenny, and Rhea for opening up and venting with us and giving us their opinions about all these different topics. So we want to hear from all you moms at home now. So hit us up on social media. Let us know what you thought about today's mom topics. Plus, what do you want us to talk about in another round of mom therapy? We are listening, so just let us know.